Konnichiwa, Mina, and Yoroshiku to, no, that was wrong. Konnichiwa, Mina, and Yokozo to Anime with Ali. I did first impressions in my last video. I am actually now doing a full review. For those of you who actually watched my first video, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I mean, all the views are really appreciated and most welcome. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed the second video as well. What's it about, you're wondering? Well, I guess I droned on a bit too long and you're worried the title of the anime I'm going to be talking about. And it is Death Billiards! It's just like, when you associate billiards or snooker or, you know, that part of sport, it's like you're potting balls. Hey, I didn't say those kind of balls, now don't be thinking dirty, you know. But like, it's like death and billiards, they don't go, they don't mix. I've never even seen the two in a sentence before, till I spoke them just now, which I guess means they were in a sentence. Oh, the irony. I'm going to be talking to you about my thoughts and feelings regarding this title, the premise, story, the characters, you know, what am I trying to say here on camera in front of all these people? And I should have probably rehearsed before I did this. You know, pros and cons, and the story behind the story, if that makes any sense. It's actually one of those animes that, you know, you don't really hear of or would have heard of if not through word of mouth, which I did. Thank you very much, Jack Deeve, great guy. I only literally heard about this 3-4 hours ago, and so I thought I'd give it a go, and glad I did now. I'm hoping you'll be glad you did so after watching this video. But right now, this early on, I would recommend it, like, seriously. It's only 25 minutes long, and you know, it's called Death Billiards! Come on! But yeah guys, here we go, let's go into the story. So, what it's about, I mean, you think it's going to involve death and billiards in some shape or form. There's two characters, and they're a man and an elderly man. I kid you not, that's what they're called. I actually looked it up, and that's what they're called. Brilliant, isn't it? You're thinking, what the hell's going on here? A guy in a suit and an elderly guy not in a suit. And then two other characters appear, and they are the bartender and the woman. I kid you not, that's what they're called. So overall there's only 4 characters in this, and I think having 4 is actually a good, or maybe even the right amount of characters for a short. I mean, you know, I don't want to be knowing about 6, 7, 8, 9 characters when I've only got half an hour to know about them and then no more. Because, you know, you're not going to end up having enough time to flesh each of them out or whatnot. But with 4, you're getting enough time, you know, they're different enough as well that you pick up their traits, their personalities, you know, and you know how they're different to one another. The man and elderly man end up in the bar where they meet the woman and the bartender, and through that they're, you know, essentially forced to stay in the bar. You know, you're thinking, not so bad, get drinks, nice looking bar, nice bit of toddy, good service. But they get told that they actually have to end up playing a match of pool, or billiards even, to be exact, as per se the title. And then it's not even like a choice, it's mandatory, they have to play. And if it was me, you know, I'm thinking, well, I can't play, you know, I don't want to play, I can't play. Can I just leave, please? But they're told that it's a matter of life and death, that they're putting their life on the line in this game of billiards, and you're thinking, it's a bit cheesy, a bit much. I mean, just playing a bit of pool. But with the, you know, couple that with, they don't know how they got here, there's no exit, and if they don't do, you know, as they're told, there could be trouble. You know, you're gonna play billiards, you know. I mean, I know I would. I'll take playing billiards over, you know, something bad happening, you know. So, you know, they get into this game of billiards, and it turns out that it's not your regular game of billiards, as you're probably wondering. Yeah, that's probably given, Ali. Why are you saying that? I don't know why I said that. And the first thing you'll notice is the balls themselves. They have images of body parts, so like, you know, the liver, pancreas, heart, eyes. What other body part do I know? I should know this. I did science. Having these images on the balls, you know, even if you're told it's not anything bad, nothing's gonna happen to these parts of you, and it's just a decoration, I'd be shitting myself. Yeah, I gotta say, I do like the whole premise behind, you know, it's a death match of pools. Like, it's just so out there and so different. But you know, in anime, it can actually be pulled off. You know, if anything can pull off making something that's not as interesting, or, you know, as heart pounding as something like, for example, let's say Billiards. Anime, this anime at least, really hit it on the ball. Yeah, pun intended. You know, it makes you, you know, really interested in the match and the outcome and who puts what and what actually happens and whatnot. So on that, you know, that's a big plus. Like, there's also one particular moment which I can remember in the match where, touching back on the whole premise of you put a body part, that body part's in big trouble regarding the ones he's been put against. There was a moment, like, this is actually, you know, a game of billiards here, where I actually felt quite emotional because the old man was ready to, you know, finish this match off, and the young man was like, Yamera! And then, you know, I was like, oh crap, he's gonna pot it. It's over, he's won. And then, you know, in age-old anime tradition, he didn't pot it. Through the whole physical and mental stress on the young man, he snaps. The guys fight with snooker cues. That's awesome. From suddenly potting balls to popping heads, pretty much. Halfway for the fight, they actually regain their memories. It turned out that both characters had a reason to be here and are actually here on account of them both being dead. Spoiler! This match actually declaring who actually gets to go to heaven and who actually gets to go to hell. Or so you think. Obviously then it fades to black and you're thinking, what did I just watch? This anime was actually only made by a group of independent animators with help from Madhouse, a small team who aren't actually mainstream or commercial. It's like, for them to do something of this magnitude, this, you know, it's amazing. Like, if they could do that with just, you know, not much funding and whatnot, and a small team, what could they do with a big team, much more funding, and, you know, which allows them to go more commercial or mainstream? For that's very impressive, and I commend them for that, you know. My pros and cons. Pros, I definitely say the animation style, because it's very beautifully animated. The story and plot, I'm not swearing, this is a peace sign in reverse. The characters, and come on, the name. It's called Death Billiards. Cons, I'd say possibly the length, because I guess it could have actually been a bit longer. I might have liked it to have been. Maybe also the ending, if it was decided then and there, that might have been better. At the end of the day, I'm pretty sure at the very least you will enjoy it. It's only 25 minutes long. You could do much worse than put down 25 minutes for this. I don't know what else to say. Thank you for bearing with me, for those of you who've bear with me throughout the whole video. I do hope you enjoyed. I hope I touched on points that you found relevant and found interesting. I hope I didn't drone on too much about certain sections. Feel free to share, feel free to sub. Like and comment is always appreciated. And thank you very much. Sayonara.